Good morning, Franz. Let's turn that off. We don't know. Why is my avatar always in the wrong spot? Make one little adjustment. Just one. There we go. I don't know why it's not saving the position that I put my character in. Good morning, everybody. KGB was very early. Just so you know, KGB, my alarm goes off at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And that's when I get up. I roll out of bed and I wander over and turn on all my stuff. So I won't show up 15 minutes early. Hell no. Actually, my alarm goes off at 8:55 in the morning, but you know. Fantasy was also here early, and so was Kvatch. I'm tired. Puma. Good morning. I'm very slow today. My brain is not functioning. It's like one of those days where your eyes are blinking on one after the other. If I could find my Twitch, get to my URL, so that I can post it. Do I want to post this one? No, I'm not even gonna bother. Hi. This is gonna be one of those mornings where I just don't. I'll post it in one place. That place. There. Is it your allergies bothering you again, Puma? My eye is itchy. Am I gonna get anything done today? I don't think I'm gonna get anything done. I remember when I could take pseudoephedrine. Why can't you? Nugget, eat your kibble. You even got the fresh kibble from the bag. I had to refill the kibble box. Everybody take your meds if you need them. You have maracas to take. Good morning, Conk. How you doing? I'm so tired. Let's just say I'm glad it's the weekend. Because if I had another stream tomorrow, I might have to cancel. It's one of those days. I have to settle for phenylephrine. That's what I have right now. It's a very bad combo with ADHD stimulants. Which I take a very high dose. A resting heart rate of 120 for 2 days when I found out back. Oh. For some reason, that little paragraph was like a whole saga for me. I'm having a day. Oh my lord. I have a feeling today's stream is going to be short unless I get some energy from somewhere. I'm just like looking at this painting and I'm like, I'm so tired right now. Yeah, I'd say a lesson learned for sure. I did some more work on the commission last night. This font, I had to go and uninstall this font because it was just, it took me 20 minutes to take the word Starlene in a different font and put it into that one. And I'm still not sure if I can actually load my font window. I don't know what changed, but for some reason my font window doesn't want to load. So I've just frozen my my Clip Studio. So there must be... Oh, well, it loaded faster that time. There's still a couple more in here that are not good. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, something in S and R, at least. Not sure which ones. I think Riot Glass might be one of the fonts that I have to get rid of. Oh. There's something in N. And something at the back end of L, maybe the front end of M. The 1 GB font file. Yeah, why are people making fonts this big? I don't understand. But the one I have for Starlene right now, I just vectorized it or rasterized it and just yeah, there's something I have halfway between the back end of R and the front end of T that it's slowing it down. Could be this one. Yeah, it's probably this one. I will never understand, like, why would you need a font to be that? Whatever the current update for Windows 11 is, yeah. That's what I'm using. But I got more done on Starlene. Been, I break down every item in the wardrobe. So I've got a folder for that, and then I've got a folder for the name, which this should be in here. Yep. And then there's the front half, the poncho, the hat. Right now I don't have much done. It's still just a couple of colors sketched on a layer. Oh, just home. Yeah, just basic bitch Windows 11 Home Edition. I built this computer after I graduated and stopped being a student, professional student. Waste of my fucking life, student. Should have just become a streamer earlier at the beginning of Twitch. I graduated from university in 2015, Andrea. And I graduated from Sheridan College in 2019. I don't think I have any educational editions still available to me. Either way, after watching PewDiePie's de-googling video and then starting to watch his Linux video, really makes me want to switch back to Linux at some point. But I don't know if the programs that I use will work in Linux. My primary ones being, you know, VNyan and Scrivener and Clip Studio. I don't know if they'll work in Linux, or if they have Linux versions. And I would hate to have to find alternatives to the ones that I use regularly. As much as I love learning new things. Your sound pipeline that you can't replicate. Oh no, this is the one from your friends that you sent my way, Rios. Thanks for the hydrate in the street, Neff. Oh, good morning, Arias. Good morning, Neff. Yeah, I've been very slow with them because they agreed to pay when I sent them the sketches initially, and then they didn't, and so I've just been dragging my heels because I can't bring myself to be like, hey, you said you'd pay half up front. So I'm just gonna finish them and be like, here you go, pay now. But I'm very slow. It's alright. I've been under a lot of stress the last couple of months too, and I'm probably gonna have to move September 1st because I can't make enough money to survive on my own. No, it's alright, it's alright. I'm just about done this one anyways. And by just about done, meaning I've got to do the rest of the line art on the skirt and the boots and the hands, and take the whole thing, duplicate it, flip it horizontally, rearrange all the layers so that I've got basically the back view. There's not really a lot of work left. Draw the individual pieces and recommend a couple of patterns, and that's it for this one. I probably don't have much left to do. It sounds like a lot, but, like, I know the process for this, and it goes pretty fast once I get to this stage. I've just been kind of dragging my heels a bit. And I was just showing everybody how my Clip Studio has been freezing a little bit because of, I don't know what, but, like, the font files, for some reason, some of the ones I have are just, like, really massively huge and detailed, and so they're slowing down my system. They didn't used to, but now they do. It's kind of weird. Also, I think I might need to change the filter in my Brita, because the water just tastes kind of meh. But yeah, this is your friend, goes by Plague Doc, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I need to try booking my plane tickets again. Ugh. Having the 200 USD from them would really help. So, I should probably work on this one today. I'm just gonna go through Lufthansa because they're the only ones who do the flights from Frankfurt to Hanover, so. And if Ontario Disability gives me shit about going out of the country and spending money on flights, I'll just point out that they have a thing for people with mental health problems too, and that this is my form of therapy. Necromancer!
Necromancer Dark has given $200 US.
Oh, you give me so much already. You are getting one of each of my tea pets when I get them made. Thank you, ma'am. I did manage to get my disability application in, and the refund from that fuck up from Condor came through, so now I don't have to figure it out and fight with them, because they're like, we don't have that fee on our website. And I just decided to wait and see what happened when they sent the refund, and it turns out that conversion was automatically converted via their refund to me, so I got all of my money back. Necromancer. Pretty sure I have your address via PayPal somehow. But I'm gonna send you those tea pets when they're done. You're gonna, if I can manage to get them finished before Conquest, hopefully the fox at the very least. But after Conquest, there's definitely gonna be a dachshund and a lumpfish and a crow. You're gonna get 4 tea pets, man. He hasn't even said anything yet. He's just hanging out, listening, lurking like the best kind of menace. Thank you, Necromancer. We're gonna add a dial-up noise button. I really need a dial-up noise button control somewhere. Thanks for the concussion. And a posture check, everybody, on Shrimpline Spines. Let me go get the cursed emoji. Yay, on Shrimpline Spines. I'll eventually get that working. That edit's too good. Oh, it's not a cat. That's me. A little tiny horns. That edit is perfect, Arias. Getting that stretch in there. I'm already out of water. I'm trying to drink less. I know. I'm trying to drink less Coke. Not that shrimple. Ah! Oh my god. But yes, this was supposed to be the cursed shrimp emote. Aria's just having fun over there. But yeah, it's basically the horns are what you're seeing. They're not cat ears, they're just the little horns. Dancing dinos. Dancing dinos. I wish these details showed up better on the emote. You want pizza? What did I do to make you want pizza? Is it the knife? Spinach? Spinach? On pizza? Oh, a video. Oh, the pizza vending machine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that thing's pretty rad. I wish I had a setup for showing you guys videos. We could watch some. We could watch and react to dancing bacons. I don't think I've ever had spinach on pizza. I'd have to say. Arias is having fun with Haverty. Either it's fresh whole leaf or frozen blocks. Yeah, no, I can't say I've ever had spinach on pizza. I like it in salads with, if you have ranch dressing, spinach as the main leaf, and, like, cheese. Havarti is actually the best one for it. But cheddar as well, specifically like white cheddar and fresh mushrooms with ranch and croutons and bacon bits. That's a good salad. I used to eat that when I went to my first college when I was at Police Foundations. When the salad bar was open, I would go there and I would get a salad that was mostly just that. With spinach, fresh mushroom slices, cheddar, bacon bits, croutons, and ranch. It was really good. Chicken and spinach with a white sauce and provolone. A typical order for me in my wife's neighborhood. Interesting. I have never seen spinach as an option for a pizza topping before. I mean, I like spinach. It does cause me lots of inflammation in my joints. Those oxalates or whatever they are. Arugula! Yes, basil I've had. I've had margarita pizza. Or margarita pizza, if you want to say it that way. That's just the mozzarella, the slices of fresh mozzarella, bits of bacon, and just a marinara, tomato, whatever. I don't typically buy frozen pizzas. I don't typically buy frozen pizzas. If I do, it's usually the Ristorante, fungi, or fungi pizza. I watched a cool video the other day on how they're making all sorts of things with mushroom, and including, leather. Time to get blue. Glue does not go on. No, glue doesn't go on pizza. Where did the glue come from? Oh, blue. You're gonna go get glue. I'm so confused today. Hold on, I have to go let Tesla out and get more water. I'll be right back. Contact cement. That's mega glue. Can't say super glue because that's a different product. Odd, I read it as glue at first. Kvatch from the future. No, apparently it's just as good and durable as real leather. I think I posted the video in Science. I had the worst time buying more low VOC contact cement. But it's so nice you don't need ventilation. I would ventilate anyways. You should let me know what that product is, because I am looking for contact cement. I have needed it in the past and not had it and just had to make do. Yeah, and vegan food is just as good. They make mushroom bacon now too, and mushroom meat. The page low VSC content. Oh, okay. Well, I'll look for that when I need some next time. Why am I being threatened? Why are you being threatened? Where are you being threatened? I'm confused. You're gonna play some BG3? Okay. You're concrete. You're not cement. But it's strong enough for my needs. You can have a shiitake mushroom. It's just like real steak. Shiitake mushrooms are so good, though. I really do have to let Tesla out. I'll be right back. Got another glass of water. But yes, the video I watched is pretty cool. Mushrooms, fungus is definitely my favorite food group. Might also be my favorite construction and packing material too. Oh hey, Shroomsy. We were just speaking about mushrooms, actually. Didn't see you there. I stepped away to let my cat out of my room and put away his leftover kibble, get some fresh water, and use the bathroom. Ravi, what are you doing? Come here. Come on. Hey, hi. And into the tube he goes. You're gonna eat me. I'm gonna use you to build a house. Ravi. So the cot that Neff and Zio funded came in a double box. So there's the cardboard box that the thing is in, and then there's the outer shipping cardboard box. And the shipping cardboard box, I just folded both ends in. So now it's just a big long tube. And Rivi likes to hide in the tube. Why? So I'll pick up the tube of cardboard and there'll just be a cat inside of it. Exactly. You don't need actual cat furniture, you just need cardboard. Rivi actually cuddled with me last night. He came up onto my desk and he was purring. He never purrs for me. He was I thought he was River or Velcro, because Velcro's always the one who's like up in my face, you know. But it was Rivi. River. Whoa. Yeah, that's right. You cuddled with me last night. Easy-o. I was just saying how much River likes the box that the cot that you and Neff funded came in. Okay, buddy. I just want to give you a little kissies. He's kicking on my face. Okay, stop kicking me. No, he wants to go. But I want to give him some lovin's. I just wanted to say hi. And Stream likes your scrims. Stream likes the scrim. I'm just holding him. That's all I'm doing. Oh, he's got his tail. He's got his tail. And now the camera's tracking him and not me. Hey, baby. Sweet, lanky baby. No. If I kick hard enough and yell, I get pets, yeah. I put him down, he turns around, looks up at me, he's like... What? The cats have the zoomies today. The air conditioning is back on, so we're not going to get as much traffic noise, by the way. Yeah, well, you're not supposed to like the Thalmor. They're kind of assholes. Yeah, so River actually, like, snuggled with me last night a little bit while I was working. Alright, let's close that emote. I don't know what to work on today. I'm like full ADHD, brain go burr. Oh, there they go. I did at least manage to trim Tesla, Velcro, and River this morning. Make cat emote? Have you seen? There. There's a whole range of cat emotes. They're my original emotes. Back before I became a VTuber. When I was just a faceless streamer. They're my Meowmotes based on my cat, Tesla. My hand is super itchy today. I am having some sort of weird allergic reaction to something, I think. Even though I haven't touched anything other than the cat, and I'm not allergic to the cat. At least, I hope not. I used to be allergic. You don't see the last 3. That's kind of weird. And I know, I think Meowder... I don't know what my tiered emotes are anymore. I know Meowvakeen is my tier 3. Emotes. Meowder and Meowvakeen are tier 2 and tier 3. Oh. And Meow Prize is the 1K bits. That's not supposed to be the case. That's... What? How did that get set there? You know what? Let's, Huh. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to see them though. Oh, okay, you can see them, but you can't use them. Yeah. Neff is booped. Neff makes boop noises. Boop boop. I was very confused. I yeah, this bit emote reward thing. I hope those don't reset every month. Shroomsy has booped me. But it is not the boop snoot. There are requirements here to get the boop snoot. But Shroomsy has booped me. Oh no. Boopage intensifies. The boopening. Why is this a thing on my channel? They have a fish named Havarti. Psychotic booping. Probably jealous I'm Thane of all 9 holds. And then the Dragonborn and Argonian. Wow, jeez. I like totally missed fantasy statement there. Okay. I should find something to work on. I just can't seem to choose. Maybe we'll continue working on this one for a little bit. I'm sick of looking at people for the moment. Bushes work. I like bushes. Alright, but we are going to work on the one that doesn't have the creepy monster in the background. Although, it might be easier to work on the one with the creepy monster in the background, and then remove the creepy monster, than to work on the one that doesn't have the creepy monster. Fascinating boopins. Prince Booping declares infinite booping. So it's still not the right conditions. Still the wrong conditions. The wrong trousers grommet. That is the wrong brush. You might be asking yourself, there's still more to do on this one? Really? How? There's tons left to do. There it is! Neff has booped me on the snoot. It is the boop snoot. Like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot. Well, there's a second boop snoot. Shroomsy has booped my snoot. It is the boop snoot. Like the droop snoot. But a lot less sad. And it is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot. The boops have been redeemed properly. It's the secret stream redeem. The rhyming was not intended, but welcomed. I think this fern is turned into another spruce. It's just turned into another tiny tree. Let's grab a little bit of... We're allowed to make stuff up because this picture was AI. So declareth me. Yes, but that is the free secret redeem. Okay. These branches up here are going to be part of this little tiny cedar that we've got growing here in the base. And then these down here are going to become ferns, right? This is the plan. We're going to alter these ones a little bit. To look more like the cedar sprigs on this one. It's really hard to replicate things that aren't actually real. When they're not making any sense either. Got this tiny little cedar trying to grow up the trunk of this bigger one. A little babby cedar. One little walking Riften and taking out 21 bears. Riften's got a bear problem. Starting to get into the finer details here. Sorry, I've gone quiet. I don't know if you heard that. Somebody knocked something down. Hopefully my internet is still functioning. Looks like it. I heard some stuff fall. And I got up and went around the corner. And there's Velcro up on the shelf. The bookshelf that he's not supposed to climb on. Thanks for the Hydrate Fantasy. Yeah, Velcro was on the bookshelf he was not supposed to be on. And he had knocked over the black paper journal that I made for Sai for her birthday. It's a hardcover journal made of black paper. And like a faux blue suede on it. It's just a polyester suede as the cover. Embossed with the family crest for her character from her novel. He had knocked that over, and with that, a signed copy of her first printing, which is now quite a bit of a different story, but I still have a copy of it. And a glass candle holder. So, luckily, the glass candle holder had fallen onto the books. Rivy. And did not break. I would have been quite annoyed had it broken. Because that would mean I have to pause stream and clean up glass. And that would suck. So hopefully I'm still here and not just imagining being here. The goblins are getting up to trouble. Awesome, awesome. So we've got this one cat toy that's just a stick with like a fluffy stuffed cloud on the end. It used to have like these long trailing rainbow ribbons. It's like sky blue with this blue fluffy cloud, and it used to have like a little tuft of feather off the end, and then these two trailing ribbons. But the ribbons are gone, and now it's just this stick with a cloud on it. Because the feather got eaten off too. And Rivy's carrying... Rivy's carrying around the stick in his mouth like this. Like an idiot. He's our long, lanky boy. And his tail, like, folds forward like this, like, really far. So when he walks around, his tail is just, like, squirreling up his back like this. If I could actually, you know, draw a cat. And so, like, he'll walk forward and the stick will get caught on something on the floor and just go like this until it flings back and, like, nearly hits him in the face. He's either a genius or he's an idiot. And I love him. He doesn't like me much. Oh, I have doodles of all sorts of things. Different layers. We'll just save a doodles folder. Idiot savant, yeah, pretty much. The death is running the street. Oh yeah. So that's what Rivy does. He's a silly bean. It's like when he plays with the mesh tube, right? He's got this tube of mesh. We have to illustrate this one too. And it's like super bright blue. Hold on, we have to fix the cat. Here we go. Right. It's just like basically royal blue. He'll grab this mesh tube. So it's like those ones that are like Chinese finger traps. He'll grab this mesh tube by the middle. Right? And it's got like these frayed ends. Because cats. And what he'll do is he'll just like see the ends while he's got the thing in his mouth. And he will try and attack the end of it while it's still in his mouth. So he just ends up playing with himself, and it's very entertaining. Because he won't drop it. He'll just try and get the end of it. And the end just keeps going away from him. Revy! If you bring it here, I'll play with you, buddy. Anyway, so those are the toys he likes the most. The mesh tube and the rainbow cloud. And it's adorable. And I can't tell whether he's a genius or just really stupid. Rivy. Alright, hold on. Wait, we've gotta... He's brought the cloud stick over here. And it's all wet. It's all wet. It's been gnawed upon. It's filthy. There's not a lot of room here. Those are my toes! Kitten. You're too big now, kitten. There's not enough room here to play with you. Let's see if I can get a picture of him for you guys. You do not stay still long enough for me to take a picture. I think I got one that's not blurry. Thanks for the hydrate, Neff. Hold on, let me, let me upload these somewhere. Select the best one. Okay, those uploaded. Who let it be Friday? KGB, my bad. Aria said embroidery looks amazing, by the way. If you're still here. Arias is doing honeycomb embroidery on Dell's sleeves, I think. Right, where's my private server here? Well, that's blurry, that's blurry, that's blurry, that's blurry, that's blurry. They're all blurry. But this one's the funniest. There we go. River. River doing his goblin thing. See you, Fantasy. You have a good day. Good weekend, even. Go spend time with your dad. Indeed, he is a foolish little creature. He is a goblin. But you can see that he is our long boy. A weird lanky bean. Monday will be the last day of Draw Everything June, by the way. On the last day of 9! I have written nothing. I've written maybe 500 words. But you know what? It still qualifies. There was no, like, hard limit of, like, you have to reach this goal of writing for the 9 event. It's just as long as you wrote something. Was I satisfied with what I wrote? No. I spent too much time looking for jobs that will never call me back because the jobs don't actually exist. This is why I'm applying for jobs in Timmins. Don't necessarily have to live in Timmins. As long as I can get there, which means I'll need a car. Which I also can't afford. But if I get the job, I will be able to justify getting a loan to get a car. A cheap car. And live in a yurt on that property, on that base. Maybe I should just look for, like, a coin laundry for sale and buy that as a business. Or something. There's, like, 3 in Timmins and 2 of them are shut down. They say, temporarily closed on both the businesses. And the reviews on those ones are like, these ones are actually good, just don't go to that other one around the corner because it's terrible and their machines are always broken and dirty. Why is time being allowed to pass? I didn't ask for it. That's how I feel, Conk. Conquest is like a month away, and I still have to buy my plane tickets. And I have to make new pants. And I wanted to make a new jinbei and hanfu, and I did not get to do that either. I wanted to make a new collar and claws, and I need new hair beads. I've got my spray paint at least, but it's too humid to paint. And the humidity doesn't look like it's going anywhere for like a couple of weeks at least. There's so much to do and never enough time. I'm waiting for disability to get back to me. Because I can't find work, so I might as well get the government to pay me to exist. I've tried everything. No one's hiring, and there's all these fake positions that the companies keep putting out to make it look like they're hiring to their investors. It's all lies. I'm just so sick of it. And then they're like, there's some positions they're like, you need like a 2-year diploma or degree in business administration, or sorry, it was office administration. And I'm like, who takes a diploma in that? Like, what? Is this a thing that people decide, I'm gonna spend my life administering offices? And I'm gonna go to school for this. Like, what? I will never understand it. There's a diploma or degree for everything, and it doesn't make any frickin' sense. Like, I would think people would learn how to administrate offices by administrating offices. I remember a time when there wasn't a like specified 2-year diploma for every little possible freaking nuanced job in existence. Is Europe like that? To the Europeans that are still around? Is Europe like that? Because, if it's not, I might just become a European myself. Though, I do want to start my little LARP town. And I do like being Canadian. I am very much proudly Canadian. Neff is redeemed to hydrate. And a stretch. Enough always making sure I'm taking care of myself. Good friend. I really like this one spot right here in the painting, because it looks like there's like a tree fallen in the back of the woods here, and it's just slowly getting foggier in the distance. Love it. Most wouldn't bother with fake positions. Yeah, there's a big problem in North America where companies will post a position that they never intend to fill for various reasons. A lot of the times it's either to make the employees working for them feel like they're replaceable and thus they have to work harder, or to make investors think that their company is growing so that they can get more investments. And it's really kind of shitty. It's like when you go to look at a real estate website and they're like, oh, this property's $1, and you look at it and you're like, there's no way that property is actually $1, because they just want people to see the listing and be like, oh, maybe I'll buy this property that's worth like $5 million instead. And I'm like, I think it should be illegal to do that. It's false advertising. Because it's not $1. It's they have no intention of selling it for $1. And they might fill it if the perfect person wants to jump ship from another company, or they might fill it and immediately fire someone in a similar role. Yes, but a lot of the time they're just literally there for government incentives. So that's the other thing, is some companies get incentives for hiring people, but they don't actually have to hire someone. They just have to be like, we're hiring, and they just take applications and then throw them out. And another thing they do is also data mining. So they'll get you to fill out all of their employee information for like your resume and your history and whatnot, your work experience and all of that, and they just mine that for data and they turn around and sell it to a data broker. And it's really quite disgusting. And very, very discouraging for the people who are legitimately, like, looking for work, like myself, because you never know who's going to actually respond. I like the ones that are like, sorry, we've decided to move on with a different application, so we're not gonna hire you. You know, after careful consideration, we don't think you're gonna fit the team at TJ Maxx or Walmart or Bulk Barn or Home Hardware, Home Depot, Rona, you name it, McDonald's. I can't even get a job at the Tim Hortons down the street. I've applied for pizza places. Nothing. Pizza, Domino's. They all want you to be able to drive, and they're like, you have to have your own vehicle. But I'm like, I just want to make pizzas. And they're like, well, you gotta be able to do both. And so if you don't check that little box that says, I have a full driver's license and have had one for 2 years with a clean record, they just throw out your application. And I'm just like, why bother? And then they wonder why people are laying flat. It's like, we can't afford to have families. We can't afford to have homes. We're stuck in rent traps. Everything we buy is cheap garbage from China because we can't afford anything else. And if we want quality things, we have to save up for them for ages before we get them. And by the time we have enough, the price has gone up because of inflation. I don't know how it is in Russia for UKGB, but the West definitely has its problems. No, the East has its problems too. And there's Asia that's got all of its own different set of problems. Same with Africa. And then Australia is just, it's Australia. It's either on fire, flooding, or has deadly animals. There's nothing else. I'll just go live on that island with the penguins. Oh wait, they have tariffs. I hate this planet. Although New York seems to be doing okay now. Oh, we need more megafauna to deal with idiots. Absolutely we do. Quick, somebody bring back the woolly mammoth. Apparently, there were woolly mammoths up until relatively recently in history, in some island in, like, northern Siberia. And they were killed for food. The last ones. I say fairly recently, but, you know, it was, like, a very long time ago. Recently, in the geological timescale and historical timescale that involves woolly mammoths. But modern man killed them. But, you know, you look at that thing and, like, the French Revolution is closer to the age of Cleopatra kind of thing. And you're like, what? Timescales and history and societal development are very strange. Then again, we've put people on the moon, and there are still isolated tribes on islands, like North Sentinel Island exists. There's still tribes, and we've put people on the moon. Our species is so weird. We're closer to T-Rex than T-Rex was to Stegosaurus, which is strange. Yep. When you think about it, that is really weird. And the dinosaurs had no concept of, you know, how far away in time they were from other kinds of dinosaurs. And people are like, oh yeah, the T-Rex and Stegosaurus existed at the same time. It's like, no, they didn't. They did not. They absolutely did not. It's really wild. And then you start getting into gravity and time. First of all, they weren't the same sub-period by a long shot. Second, they wouldn't have even been in the same place. Yep. Also, this means dinosaurs likely tripped over dinosaur fossils. Yep. It's just wild when you think about it, really. We are but a tiny little blip. And yet, here we are, we think we're the masters of the universe and this planet. humans are dumb. But at least we have computers. We're one step ahead of the dinosaurs, I think. Probably not by much, but we'll probably still go extinct too. And all that will be left of us will be stainless steel sinks and plastic. Chomped on bones like dogs. Yep, it's entirely possible. For the most part, you know, most things get scavenged. It just, usually we get fossils when things die in places where other things don't end up eating them. We can hope. I mean, I would rather see our species become intergalactic and carry on our history. I think that would be neat. We have the ability to dream it. And, you know, we have the ability to go to other planets. So, it's just surviving on those other planets is another problem altogether. And the time scale to get there, cost of fuel, continuous resources. It's not my area of expertise. I just paint pictures. Well, speaking of which, this picture's coming along quite nicely. I've been slowly switching between my glass of water and this can of Coke Zero. I definitely need to change the water filter in the Brito, though, because it's just kind of... Also, hi, Necromancer. You've been pretty quiet up until now. Thank you for the donation earlier. You broke me again, as usual. Even though the window's closed, you still hear the traffic go. So you recover your composure, I'm sure. It's nice to have a patron. A patron saint necromancer dark. I mean, patron necromancer dark. This is what artists used to do. They would go find a patron who paid them to make artwork. Necromancer is one of those people. Yeah, I know. Please don't. I was wondering why my OBS looked strange. There's an extra window open. Not a good day? Oh. Well, I offer you hugs. Did you remember to take your medicines? Or is it the medicines that are making it not good? Because the one that makes you nauseous. Or has your body adapted to that one? It's not even your living body he's interested in, though. I'm sure that can be tossed in the sacrificial pits if you insist. You did remember. Good, good, good. Well, I hope you do adapt to it. I hope it works out for you. Sometimes it takes a long time. Maybe they could try that, like, weird magnet therapy. I don't know. Magnets, how do they work? Apparently there's some sort of weird therapy they can do with magnets that can help some people with mental conditions and depression and stuff. Dose goes up tomorrow. Oh no. Oh god. Lobsters stick to magnets. Do they? Or is that just something weird you're saying? Ask Cheese. Okay. I will ask Cheese about lobster sticking to magnets. I'd have to search for it. He will just know. There's also a therapy they can do with psychedelics as well. Apparently those are really helpful. Although you'd be more likely to be able to get that treatment if you lived in California than in North Carolina like you do. Why am I being stuck to magnets? I don't know. Apparently lobsters just stick to magnets, Conk. Oh, Kavach, I left you a question on Discord last night. I don't know if you saw it. How did therapeutic ketamine get mainstream before psychedelics? Therapeutic ketamine? What the hell? You can't run away because we already took your feet. Ah. Well, I mean, it's gonna be a town. Lobsters never had feet. They have more claws. It's all claws all the way down. They're claw feet. I can swim! I love how unhinged this chat is. Just go full Green Acres. The man growing mushrooms in his office desk in New York, and he's like, I need a farm, man. Moves out to the farm, takes his, like, bougie city wife with him. They? Who's they? Oh. Well, I mean, Cheese is more likely to get it right than Papa. Yeah, no, I really want to do the, Rain is good. I really want to do the abandoned military base thing, turn it into a LARP town, live in a year. I mean, theoretically, uh, it would have had access to, like, uh, at least septic. Cheese couldn't remember anything but a couple of words. Your dad kept reminding him of those to see if more would come out. It was amused and entirely unhelpful. It's strange that Cheese forgot the words. Let's see if I run. I remember about 10% of them, I would say. Just look them up. A children's song that involves something similar to Green Acres. I have no idea how unhelpful I can be about this sort of thing. No, I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, Green Acres is kind of a weird show. Like Gilligan's Island, MASH, those are also kind of weird. Apparently, MASH has become really popular again for some reason. I don't know why. It just has. The concept of 600 nanometer acreage in the country. Not the show. Did you mean to say 600 nanometers? It's an anti-war show. Fair enough. That does make sense. I can see why that would be popular again. It's an anti-stupid rules for incomprehensible reasons show. Also that. Can't watch medical shows, even ones like MASH. You know, it was more medical based, wasn't it? I don't remember much of it because, like, the only... Oh. Wavelengths are easy to remember. I get it now. You can do RGBX if you'd rather. No, it's fine. It's fine. After doing, like, web design stuff when I was in not what was it? What was the last program I took? Oh my god! Interactive media. Thank you, brain. Tech Studio was a class in interactive media. Yeah, after doing a lot of web development stuff, like, I've started to be able to, like, just pick out color hex codes. I do only for face tracking, and it's not mine. It is a loan from Psy. Otherwise, I will never buy another Apple product as long as I live, because I hate the company. and like I'm trying to de-Google and de-Windows or de-Microsoft myself, get away from these big tech giants. That's why I like open source stuff. Chromatic. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, no. Apple's fucked me over twice in my life, and I'm not going to let them do it a third time. So I just simply won't own their devices. Unless they're given to me as, like, hand me downs, I won't ever buy an Apple product. The only reason I got the last MacBook was because I was entering the computer science program at Sheridan, and that was the year they stopped being able to give out laptops, Apple laptops as loaners for the students to use. So they're like, no, you just got to buy your own. And so I used my student disability grant to buy that one. Yeah. Yeah, well, like, the whole household went Apple. I think mostly because of your influence, and I stayed PC. Like, I was adamantly anti Apple always. Yeah. And, and now my family's like, well, everything I have is Apple. And I'm like, this is why I didn't want to go Apple in the first place, because PC's more versatile. And Apple has just become one of those rich people brands, and I hate the concept of that. Like, I'm wearing pajama pants that I've sewn back together, and a LARP shirt that I need to fix because they didn't put any interfacing in the collar, so it just keeps folding. And it's not supposed to fold. Apple was a transitional device to Linux for me, and it had replaceable parts at the time. Yeah, Apple doesn't have that anymore, and like their gated development community, and I don't know what pad stitching is. But this shirt didn't have any interfacing put in the collar, and so it just keeps folding. And it was kind of put together really lazily, too. Like, this particular one that I've got is just no bueno. Yeah, dropping the previous standard every few years, and then they're like proprietary plugs. And then on top of that, making everything deeply overpriced. Ooh. Ooh, please do. That sounds good. Yeah, this is just a pre-made jinbei from Bergschneider. Like it's good quality, but there's no interfacing in the collar, and this particular piece didn't get sewn together quite right. And so there's a spot where the inside like keeps folding up. It's like there's an excess of fabric. I mean, maybe if I iron it out really carefully, I might be able to iron this weird fold out of it, but I don't think so. I think it's just a pucker in the fabric that they in the factory they didn't account for. I'll have to pull up my iron and figure that out. It's technically Freihand and not Bergschneider. It's just Bergschneider's a reseller of Freihand. Welcome back, Fantasy. Oh, you're on to a wedding tomorrow. Nice. Congrats to the couple. I hope they are happy. Just had pain shoot through my leg. That's weird. I started using DuckDuckGo yesterday as my primary search engine. Ah, Bernadette Banner! I love her channel. I will put this at the front of my YouTube tab list. The photo is basically the instructions when you get down to it. Photo? Or the thumbnail? Ah! I was confused. I was like, did you send me a picture? Yeah, I love Bernadette Banner. Her channel's pretty great. Ah! Cora! Thanks for the hydrate. It's Friday, so we're not getting much done today. I only use stuff like Canvas for interfacing with the fancy material, but it's still good. You know what? Interfacing is really freaking expensive, and I don't really think you need the fancy stuff, because like, what did they used to use before the fancy stuff existed? Just other fabric, probably. Just a stiffer, thicker fabric. Oh, nice. Well, he's got access to a good sewing machine. Although, if I have to move home, then I'll have access to it too. They use fancy stuff because it was normal at the time. Ross is having a bad day. Hi, Ross. Yep, head pats for Ross. I hope your day gets better, Ross. Meow motes. We're not too bad. I'm really tired and kind of distracted. Not really feeling like doing anything today. Given the state of the world and such, and also families like, Ross, we need you. We'll see. Fantasy's going to a wedding tomorrow. Still waiting to hear back from Throne about why the donation from yesterday from Necromancer is still quote unquote processing, because I set it to payout so that I could order the thing, and I'm just like, so should I go ahead and order it myself, or is or is Throne ordering it through the system for whatever reason? Whoa. Whoa, what? Does Throne do stuff like Twitch where there are minimum totals before they do a payout? If it's less than $30 US, I believe, then it's a $2 fee. But what Necromancer donated yesterday was more than that, so oh, wearing jewelry. Yeah, I only wear makeup and jewelry for LARP. You don't feel like your Thor's hammer is the right thing to wear? Well, it depends on the wedding. If you're going to a Viking wedding, absolutely it's the right thing to wear. Otherwise, probably not. Try matching to your outfit. I'm trying to get into a better mood, but it's like, oh, poor Ross. I think I have to go put on my compression socks if I can find them. Hear me? Tesla, are you folded up in the sheepskin? back in a moment, guys. Just putting on my compression socks. Because it's one of those days. That should help. Tesla, how can you sit curled up inside of a sheepskin? It's gonna be 39 degrees Celsius today. Alright, let's see what Ross sent. I feel a bit prideful to see one of them at the 24 hours. Le Mans. For it to actually be fast even compared to other car models. Try to watch it when I puke, given everything going on in the country. That I happen to have been born in. Yeah. I unfollowed an artist on one of the social networks because of a journal that danced around things titled "Proud to be an American." Yeah. Yep, I'll get it. And I imagine it's hard to be an American right now, especially like an American who wants to take pride in America, but they can't. I've permitted the term "get the fuck out." Apparently that's a term. That's a whole phrase, Twitch. Good job. Gold star, you tried, Twitch. That may or may not have got me. I tried to write my own journal, being like, anyone watching me, if you voted for Trump, get the fuck out. Yep. It's Twitch. Not even surprised at the stage. Yeah, that's true. Do any of you ever get an upset stomach whenever you drink water? I know I do. This is why I don't drink water very often. It also feels petty to say it feels empowering to tell others to get out if they voted for a Nazi. Yep. Absolutely. Just water. It's water. There are different kinds of water. I mean, other than heavy water, you know, I don't think I'm drinking that. I have a Brita filter. I need to change the filter on it, but the water in my city's pretty hard. There's high mineral contents. If you don't filter it, and you make ice cubes from it, you'll get like little floaties of minerals in your ice cubes when they melt. Those are still all just water. It depends on where in KW you are. There are some places in KW where the water tastes like rotten eggs. And then there are other places where it tastes really nice. I'm in one of those places where it tastes really nice, just straight out of the tap. Rumi insists on using a Brita, because she hates it. But yeah, we do need to change the filter. It's probably about time to change it. But like, if I drink water on an empty stomach, if it's not like, I don't know, like if I drink water on an empty stomach, I just get kind of nauseous. You can be kind. You don't have to be easy. Acid reflux. I stopped getting acid reflux when I stopped eating sugar and lots of carbs. The water's not really cold anymore. It's like room temperature now. When it was cold, it was fine. Once the water gets to room temperature, that's when I start feeling sick about it. And we don't have, it's not cold tap water season anymore, so I can't get the water cold enough to where I like to drink it. Enjoy your laundry, Ross. Clean clothes are good clothes. Oh no, that's fine, Sass. It's good. It's ever drink milk by itself? Oh yeah, I love milk. I don't drink it anymore. I only put it in my tea now. Because I gain weight when I drink milk, and I get acne. Yeah, I used to be allergic to cow's milk a long time ago, and then I was lactose intolerant for a little while, and I think all of those problems were probably just because my hormones are so fucked up. Allergic or lactose intolerant, not being the same. Yeah, no, I was allergic to cow's milk for a little while when I was a kid, and I suspect it might have actually been like the antibiotics they were giving the cows. Uh, Cheese had the same problem too, so mom had us drinking goat's milk for a little while. And then, um, in high school, I was pretty sure I was lactose intolerant because every time I drank milk, I always just felt really sick. And then just went away. Well, fishits, we're back to Conk's sermon again. Conk is having an oracle moment with the deep ocean. I read that as fish tits. That's okay. I did too. what, having fresh fresh dairy from your own cow? Probably a lot of people who have homesteads and they just have like one dairy cow for the family uh, do sing the praises of having your own direct source of milk, because it's, you know where it came from, uh, you know what the cow has been fed, and you know whether or not it's been given all of those extra antibiotics and whatnot. Hey, Sai, how you doing? And then I think of the Fishman from Slayers. Yes, that's where Havarti came from. Well, I was drawing the lumpfish, and then, people mentioned, I think it was Cheese who mentioned the Furious Fishman run, Ranamu, whatever. I'm in the wrong folder, where is it? Havarti. Just like that, not even a minute after I leave my room, fuckface was in my room, and it was like, I heard something in your room. Wow. It doesn't. I'm going to just leave the camera in my room running regardless. You should. If he's stolen stuff from you before and sold it, you absolutely 100% should keep your camera running at all times. And as a matter of fact, get a second one and get another angle and make sure they're both hidden so he doesn't know about them. And if he steals from you again, charge him. Doesn't matter if he's family. I wonder if I get sick from eggs from the grocery store because of the corporate interference. My stepmom marked by the woman who could not eat fruit from the grocery store because of the wax they cover them in for preservation. Yep. That's a thing. Once my stepmom and dad had their own fruit trees, that same coworker could eat anything they grew without issue. Yep. Or calling you about your car's extended warranty. Yeah, no, that's exactly what he's, that's exactly what he's saying. No, just charge him anyways. Yeah, but that's assault, and he could charge Ross with that. But definitely, yes, FAFO works. Talk shit, get hit. In the proverbial sense, if someone stole from me, I would press charges. Especially if I had video evidence of them doing it. I absolutely would, and I would make them pay me restitution or return the item. And if they go to jail because they have multiple charges against them in the past and they can't seem to learn their lesson, well, that's their fault. It's not yours. Yeah, well, You need to get out of that house, Ross. You need to get out of that house and far away from those people because, quite honestly, they seem like they're causing you a lot of undue stress. If you can, I would recommend. To the LARP town, yeah. Just when I have to go to the hospital, I'm like the most cooperative person there. Yeah, you sound like a responsible human being, that's what. Should save those. Those questions, but I'm not going to be unreasonable. Maybe upset my screen, but I also try to make it clear I'm upset over the situation, not at them. Yeah, I just try not to yell, period. You say sorry a lot because you're secretly a Canadian. It would be nice if more Americans learned how to say sorry. I think it would be better for their country. But like, you only really hear about the bad stuff and you never really hear about the good stuff. I wanted to be a cop because I saw too much injustice in the world. And then I learned that if I see people actually hurting each other in real life, I get so upset that I cry. And it's not upset in the like I'm disturbed. It's the I am furiously angry and I'm gonna cry now because I hate being angry, and that makes me want to cry. Being angry makes me cry. Seeing injustice makes me angry, which makes me cry. Apparently, I'm more emotional than I thought I was. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. People get violent towards others that may make me. Yeah, yep. Thanks for the lurk, Neff. Enjoy your nap in the shade. I hope you're okay. Neff has redeemed a hydrate and a streech. Oh, well, I hope everything works out for your friend. Oh god, the Uvalde thing. Ugh. Those officers are such bitches. His neighbor accused him of having roaches infesting his apartment. Friend says the only roach he's ever seen was a model at an entomology exhibit in the museum. After that, they hurt anyone else in me. Yeah. Well, I'm the same way, Ross. I understand. His neighbor also hammers his fist in the ceiling if my buddy so much as coughs or gets up to go pee at 3 a.m. Jesus Christ! The guy sounds violent. Got the Grom? Oh, is it the motorcycle? Neighbor decided to put all the garbage cans around the bike, nowhere near where the building keeps the trash cans. What the fuck? Jesus. And when my buddy did try to speak to his neighbor like an adult, the neighbor tried to hit him with the car he'd borrowed. Gee, that's attempted homicide. That's attempted homicide. Charge him. Call the police. Well, it's like the oldest code. Code of Hammurabi. An eye for an eye. Okay, so what I do recommend for your friend, Neff, is that if he's gonna go anywhere near that neighbor or outside, whatever, to do anything, if that guy's anywhere near him, record everything. Always record. And also, if he's getting this butthole evicted, make sure he records all of the interactions. Record everything. Because that guy could get quite violent if he gets evicted. He sounds like he's a powder keg already. 100% your buddy should be recording every interaction with him. As a matter of fact, if I were that guy, I'd probably just get a body-mounted GoPro that you can click on and automatically record with it. Just basically a body cam. Yep. Yep, what Neff says. Yeah, but KGB, that ruins the place where the guy is staying too. Because they're obviously neighbors. It's not what you did, it's what they can prove you did. Yeah, they have to prove intent. But the best way to protect yourself is to record everything. Especially nowadays. Like, there's no expectation that anything is any interaction is private anymore because everybody's got a cell phone. Even Neff, even for your friend, please tell him that if his neighbor starts banging on the walls and threatening him again and stuff like that, even inside his own apartment, he can record. Even if I'm not sure if his province allows for single party recording or not, but if it's in his own residence and the guy's banging through like the walls and stuff, or doing something as simple as getting up to go pee at 3 in the morning, record it, because he might be able to get a restraining order against the guy, and then he can be evicted more easily too, because if the restraining sorry, I got the hiccups. If the restraining order requires distance, the guy will have to move. Oh, of course. It's not illegal if you get rid of the witnesses in the bottles. Yeah, same for you, Ross. If it's in your private residence, whether you're in a single party recording state or not, if it's your private residence, you have the legal right to record anyone who comes in your private residence. Because home security cameras and home security systems are a thing. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why your family even tolerates him. I had a friend, and his brother got kicked out of the house for being a bit of a delinquent, and it was probably the best thing that ever happened to him, because he tried to break into the house and he got arrested, and it was like a wake-up call for him. He didn't go to jail, but he was a minor at the time. And it sort of acted as a wake-up call for him. And now he's like, he has like a stable job, and he's married, and he has a wife and a kid and stuff. He was just going through some shit as a teenager, I guess, but your brother sounds like possibly a lost cause if he's already been to court. Has he been to jail yet? Kept the Robbie is. I hope the metadata stays on all the proof of everything. Yeah. A friend is incredibly non-confrontational. After the attempted vehicular manslaughter incident, my friend in his apartment. Yeah. Thanks for the street conk. Your friend, if that were to happen again, even if there's no video proof, your friend needs to call the police. Because that guy should be in jail already. If he tried to hit somebody with a car. But absolutely, if he were to go outside, he has to record everything for his own safety. And he should talk to the other neighbors around and be like, hey, have you got my back if this guy, like, comes after me? Like, I need you to make sure if he comes after me, you record everything from a distance, for my safety and for yours, if you see him interacting with me. More than once? Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like your brother might be a lost cause. He probably needs longer, harsher sentences. It sounds like they just keep giving him a slap on the wrist kind of deal, and they're not doing anything about the actual problem. Like, what is his issue? Is he... Is he on drugs and trying to find money for drugs, or is he just a lazy sot? No words would probably express how I feel about this person, but I do have one idea. Yeah. He's on drugs and drunk. He needs to go to rehab. He needs to stop receiving support, and he needs to go to rehab. Oh, the legal route doesn't work out. This neighbor does one more thing. I'm making the drive, and I choose mine. Please don't get arrested, Neff. Enjoy your second nap in the shade. I am pretty much out of stretches. I can't do anymore. Also got hepatitis. Ugh. Yeah, dude, bro, that's insane. He needs to be gone, or you need to leave, because that's not a good environment for you to be in either. And you need to talk to your mom about wellness for her too, because cutting him off might be the only thing that's gonna actually help him. I'd want to leave, but I don't have the money. This is always the problem, isn't it? Yeah, no, you need to sit down and have a real heart to heart with them and be like, look, this is the only thing that's gonna fix this, because one day I'm gonna have enough and I'm gonna find an option to just be gone because I can't take this anymore. Yeah. No, for their well-being and yours and even his, to some degree, they're gonna have to stop babying him. They're gonna have to just be like, the worst I've done out of petty and spite was spend $8 on fried chicken. That's a bad thing? Huh? Oh. Well, quite frankly, after everything I've heard that he's stolen from you, he owes you a lot more than $8. I mean, yeah, it's still technically theft, but what he stole from you is far more value than that. You're just taking back what he took. But I do discourage it. Is there any proof that he owes that to you? In any way? Because if you have proof, you could probably take him to court for that. Well, I mean, he... You know, there comes a point where morality and convictions will never make up for the harm that the people have done to you. There are limitations. But I would recommend having a talk with your family and maybe seeing what you can get back and consider the rest a loss. Because it sounds like your sibling needs a reality check and to learn the value of being responsible for himself. And, like, I know my parents helped me with everything, and that makes me really fortunate and spoiled in a lot of ways. But, like, I'm trying really hard every day to find work and to make life work and to make, you know, this whole streaming thing work. It's hard. It's hard to be responsible. It would be so easy to just turn around and grow weed and sell drugs. But I won't do that because I want to uphold the laws and values of our people. Once was it Dark Knight Returns. Hit nearly 60 Batman with his no-kill rule when he confronts Joker one more time. After he's killed 200 more, what does Batman scream draw? All the people I've murdered by letting you live. Yeah? Yeah? Naf has redeemed a hydrate, a posture check, and a streak. So unshrimp and spines, everybody. I am out of liquid sustenance, and I'm looking at that cup of water that I just can't. I've got a little bit. Joker is a really well-made villain, let's be honest. Yep. Alright. I think I'm gonna end stream for today. A headache is starting to build up really fast. Like, I'm talking like the last 10 minutes. Real fast headache. I don't think I'm even gonna raid out today. I think there's a pressure system coming in. We're supposed to have some weather changes here. The temperature is already going sky high today. Oh, yep, there's thunderstorms moving in. Yeah. So that's probably what that is. Oh, you guys are all still here. Thanks, KGB. I'll see you on Monday. Bye, Fantasy. Yep. Later, Conk. Oh, you got a weather statement there. Oh, goodness. Well, be careful. Keep an eye on things. Keep me updated. I'll see if that Canadian guy is streaming again for weather alerts. I mean, there were tornadoes in like Arnprior the other day, which is insane because they're pretty far north. Ross, you take care of yourself. Good luck with your idiot sibling. He sounds like a real piece of trash. Sorry that you have to deal with that. I hope that you can convince your parents to just finally cut the cord with him. I mean, the cord was cut a very long time ago, but you know, the proverbial umbilical cord in this case, your brother definitely needs to learn some lessons. And if they keep babying him, it's gonna continue to be a problem. He needs a reality check, and clearly jail wasn't enough for that. And it's probably because he's like, well, I'll just go home back to abusing my family, because that's what he's doing. He's abusing you and he's abusing your parents. And that's unacceptable, and he needs to be out. And, yeah. More excessive rating, Trina. Oh, okay. And Neff, good luck to your friend. I hope they stay safe. If you need me to go with you, I will go with you to deal with this man. I am also police trained. So, you gotta come get me first. Alright? I'll see you guys next time. My head is now pounding, so I'm gonna go lie down. I'm not even gonna raid out. So, no sailing off today. We're just gonna go hide from the storms. There's definitely a storm coming. They happen on the islands. So, everybody be safe over the weekend. I love you. Bye-bye.